Hi everyone, hope you had a really good Christmas. And you remember last week I posted a video where I asked 4 questions. What are you afraid of? What are your fears? What is it you want to achieve? And what are the obstacles standing in the way from achieving those goals? I'm really glad to say that some of you got in contact, and I'm really pleased because we've had a couple of really powerful breakthroughs just from a few short conversations. But what were the fears that people were talking about? Well, in number 3rd place was the fear of aging and public speaking. That appeared on a couple of lists. And 2nd place was the fear of our health. And I think that's come on the back of COVID and how people want to be more aware and more in charge of their health and being healthy going forward. But there was one fear that appeared on everybody's list, and that's a fear of not being good enough and living up to other people's standards. And I'd like to say that I'm really pleased to tell you that on my journey through the Elite Mentorship Forum, Peter Sage, my mentor, was able to teach me ways to be able to get over that fear. So there is some light at the end of the tunnel. So what I want to talk about now is a personal instance this year, which I became a grandparent. With interest, when I was looking into the eyes of my new grandson, I realised that babies are born with 2 fears, 2 instinctual fears. And I just wonder if anybody out there knows what they are. Yes, I can hear some of you shouting at the screen saying the 2 fears are, one is the fear of loud noises and the other is the fear of falling. Now, of course, that tells us something, and that tells us that all other fears are either learned or a part of our conditioning. So they were told or taught to us by somebody, or we picked them up through an event through our lives. But the good news is, of course, that we can untangle those fears and we can pick things apart so we can undo that conditioning and then become the best version of ourselves and live a life which is less fearful going forward. So thinking about the new year is a pivotal time where we're making New Year's resolutions and we're thinking about the future and what it is we want to do going forward. And if you think about the last 2 questions that I asked last week, which were, what are the things you want to achieve in 2022 or beyond? And then what are the obstacles that stand in the way from stopping you from achieving those goals? I think it'd be a really great investment in your own time and yourself if you sit down, write things down and have a real deep think about it. And if you're getting stuck on any of the obstacles or want some help with any of the things you're writing down, please do drop me a line, because I could be gladly sharing with you some of my personal experiences and some of the hints and tips that I picked up on the Elite Mentorship Forum, which will help you conquer those fears and those obstacles going forward. That's it from me this week. So if you want to make 2022 the best year that you can, please drop me a line. Hopefully we can make some personal breakthroughs for you. But that's all for now. Hope you have a really happy new year, and I'll speak to you sometime in the future. Take care. With love, that's CJ signing off.